Hey everyone, my name is AJ from 8 Ounce, and today we're going to be reviewing a brand new product to the world, but also to our current lineup. When I was working in a cafe previously, I found my dream grinder was the Mahlkönig X54, and it's like $3.5 grand. They specialize in commercial grade grinders. Since they've been around since 1924, so for nearly 100 years now, this is actually their first grinder to get into the home/prosumer market, and they call it the X54. Without further ado, let's dive in a little bit deeper. Let's dive into a little bit of the specs of this grinder. It has a flat burst head that is 54 millimeters wide, hence the name X54 in great German style. This grinder is entirely stepless, which means if you're not familiar with grinders, when you have a grinder and you can only select 1, 2, 3, and then 4, that's called stepped. But then with a higher end grinder, usually it comes with the option of being stepless, meaning that I can go any which line and any little place in between, which really helps, especially for espresso, being able to do those minute little tweaks that may be in between numbers 4 and 5, let's say for example, which is a really great option to have. It's extremely quiet. Like if I was to turn this on right now, blindly. For a prosumer grinder, it's actually not that loud. And also it comes with 2 attachments that works really easily. So it comes already, as you can see, with the portafilter fork handle. But if you're wanting to do something like batch brew, which includes this little dosing cup, which is really great, honestly. For a lot of companies, usually a dosing cup can be something that can be forgotten or sort of a second thought. They obviously did not make this a second thought and also put a lot of time into it. To release the portafilter fork, I just press the button on the side, which then quickly releases it. For me to then put a simple backing in its place, and now it's ready to go. Now that we've done a little bit of a review on the grinder, we'll just talk a bit about the price and where it currently sort of sits on our lineup. The price comes in just over $1,000 Canadian, which puts it around the price point of a Baratza Forte, and we are extremely happy with this. Even if you're wanting to have this potentially in your cafe behind the bar, I would recommend it primarily for like an alternative espresso or a decaf espresso where you're not going to be putting too many shots through it per day, and also you're okay with a little bit more time for grinding, because roughly around 18 to 19 grams worth of coffee, when you're grinding it fine enough for espresso, takes around 11 or 12 seconds. So it's not exactly the quickest grinder on the market, but since it's quieter, that's a huge positive. And also for 11 seconds, you can easily clean up your counter, grab the cup that you're gonna put the shot into. You can do so many things with those 11 seconds to be able to fill your time quite easily before your coffee is ready to go. Along with the sturdy exterior build, the motor, they give a 25,000 shot lifetime guarantee, which obviously is going to be like, if you do a shot a day, 365 days a year, that's like over 10 years. So 365 divided by 25,000.
68 years.
I'm going to be dead before this thing dies on me.
68 and a half years.
68 and a half. Don't forget the half. And then also when you turn it on in the front, you can actually select different settable settings. If you look through the screen here, you can see multiple options of different presets for different grind times. And if you scroll over to the side, you can even sync to Wi-Fi to be able to upload and download new firmware for the grinder as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any other questions about this grinder, feel free to drop a comment down below or send us an email as well, and we would love to help answer your questions. If you enjoyed this video or other videos like this, feel free to hit the subscribe button and hit the little notification bell so that you know when our next videos come out, because we may even drop some exclusive raffles or prizes through the video. Like we just recently gave away a 1-of-1 X54 through our Instagram, so be sure to follow that as well. And all of those links are going to be in the description down below the video. And until next time, happy brewing. How did you get in here, buddy? No, that's not safe.